Hey everybody, AJ's not with us this week, so we did our best to play her, to play Gail, to the best of our ability, and it was great. Also, if you are enjoying this show and you want to get more of the stuff that I do, check out The Great and Secret Knowledge. We're covering Star Trek: The Next Generation, and currently we're doing Doctor Who, both the current season, and we are going to be dropping Rose, the first episode of the new series, real soon. So yeah, more info at the end of the show, but that's what I'm doing. Check that out. Great and Secret Knowledge on all your podcatchers of choice. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we have some. We definitely have some. Never mind. Words. The opposite of testosterone.
Feminergy.
Estrogen.
Estrogen. Feminergy. I like that better.
Feminergy.
We
That
have
is
some
good.
estrogen on this show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm taking off. Still sure I'm taking off. Still sure I'm taking off. Still sure I'm goodbye. Trips into space. Our life feels cold. All I want is the power of the night.
Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your Loremaster, Jeff, and with me tonight are the irrepressible Kristy,
Hi.
the unstoppable Ash, and the barely contained rage of Jayme.
Oh, it didn't come through. Okay.
Oh, wow. Well, it was contained. Damn it.
You must have rage cancellation on.
Yeah, I'm like 15% buffer on my rage. Yeah.
Good to know, though. In case you're ever in an actual emergency, don't yell that loud. Yell quieter,
Good point.
so it'll
A
come
Zoom
through.
emergency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If you're ever on Zoom and in an emergency, taper your
Help.
screams.
I've
Yes.
fallen.
Someone
And
call
I
the
can't-
police.
Get up.
Do not
Fire.
mistake my tiny voice for a lack of... I desperately need help, but am
I
unable
have-
to... Okay.
AJ can't be with us this week due to some birthday festivities. So one of yous is going to run Gail mechanically. Is that correct?
Yeah. I have her character sheet, so
Hell yeah.
I will try.
Good deal. All we can ask is that you try your best.
Okay.
Or not. I mean, it's only a podcast.
First thing Gail does is invoke the magic goat man. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I mean, I'm listening. Let's see where this goes, counselor.
I wouldn't do that to AJ.
Gail agrees to barter her soul.
Okay. Last we checked, you were hauling Dr. Danlo Grace into the security office, and Kip's Overall saw who it is and charges. Claws out.
Right.
Initiative. We rolled initiative.
We did. I made notes. Maybe I did. What if it was Gail that made notes?
Oh no.
How dare you? Initiative. Here we go. 28 Alecto, 21 Zovrel, 18 Keziah, 16 Gale, and 1 Crunch.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Yeah. I'm going to give Alecto a chance to, what am I calling it? Intercept? Because it's sort of like a surprise round, but I think Alecto is like kind of ready for Kip's shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't like Kip.
Let's just roll to make it official. It'll be like an initiative check, but
Okay.
Oh, except instead of wind, it's light.
Okay. Oh, well, fuck. Oh, no.
But you can use your combat awareness.
All right. Hang on. I gotta get a dice roller going on my phone. I could do it the old-fashioned way, but no. Let's see. Combat awareness. I rolled a 6. Combat awareness is 2, so that's 4, 10. My 8, light is an 8, so 18.
Okay, he did beat you by quite a lot. I rolled
Yeah.
a 10.
Yeah.
So
Just
he
a little,
rages, like, and you're like helping her to sit on a counter or something, and all of a sudden his fucking fists come out of nowhere, and he will try to slam her head into the wall.
Oh no.
Somehow he was successful, even though I rolled a 2. And he does a lot of damage. Okay, she just got fucking wrecked. Just slams her head into the drywall, leaves this big crunch, and she must have hit a stud because it makes this horrible thunk. And when he pulls her back, there's like some blood on the paint and busted up drywall. And now it is your turn, Alecto.
Okay. I am going to martial arts him in the face.
It's just a simple punch.
Yeah, it'll be cool looking. Like, some
Mhm.
kind of crazy Jean-Claude Van Damme splits in the air wheel kick sort of situation. Chun-Li helicopter kick.
Hell yeah.
8 plus 4 is 12 plus. That's 12. 12 and 12 is 24 to hit.
Yeah, you absolutely hit him.
Okay. Oh, I get 3 attacks per turn because I'm
Because you're awesome.
I'm awesome. That's all I do is I hit things. So the next one, I rolled a 9, so that hits, and then last one is a 2, which is a total for 18.
Okay. Any 6s?
No, I haven't done damage yet. Those are just the 2 hits. The punch, kick, whatever you have.
18.
So.
Yeah. No, you just you just tied him.
Oh. Well, do the ties go to the defender usually in my
Ties
games?
go to the defender.
I
Okay.
will spend an action point.
All right.
Ooh.
Keziah sends a psychic boost to her pal Alecto. You have hit. Do your damage.
It's a lot of damage. Okay. So that's 28, 32. I rolled 6. So 35 points of damage with all 3 kicks.
Ouch.
Wait, what did you got an 18 and then the others were higher than 18?
Yes. The first one was
okay.
a 24, and then I rolled a 9. And the 24 hit, and then I rolled a 9, which I assumed hit.
He has armor, so I need to know, or like damage resistance, so I need to know how much each attack was.
Oh, damn it. All right, well, I just closed everything down, so we'll do it again. Okay. I don't know why I
Sorry,
closed
that
everything.
was
I don't
that
know. I
was a
don't.
lot of damage.
Sorry, I don't know why I closed everything down. So okay, so the first one is it's been a long week, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first one is 14 points of damage,
Okay.
and the second one is 11. And the third one is, I keep rolling sixes. Sorry. 20.
20. Good deal. Hell yeah.
Six. Okay.
Yeah. So you just whooping on his shoulders and side of his head, and he barely moves. It's like he's not even trying to evade, but it's like kicking brick, like smacking. His muscles don't even like shake. It's like he must have this super reinforced hide. Except that last kick gets him in the head and he gets rocked and stunned. And now it is his turn.
Come at me, bro.
He is going to swing her.
Oh, is he
He's
still
going to-
attacking the doctor? God damn it.
He's going to swing her up and down with her back against the side of the desk. Try to break her spine. She rolled another 1.
Oh. Can I give her an action point?
Well, I mean,
You
it makes
certainly can, yes.
it makes sense because she's been like starved and who knows what else horrible things have been doing to her. So
Did I give you your extras for last time? I don't think I did.
action points? No.
So
Yeah.
Keziah got 1.
I think I have 2 here, but I'm not sure if that's right.
Keziah got 1. Alecto got 2.
Okay.
And Crunch got 1.
Okay, I think that bumped me up to 2 action points as of the end of last session.
Cool. And then everyone got 1 for successfully rescuing someone. So Jayme, if you spend that 1, you'll have 2.
Yes.
So she'll get to roll again.
I need to spend me some action points.
She rolled a super botch.
I'll give her an action point. I got plenty.
Oh my god. Oh, she still got rocked, but not as bad.
Can I give him an action point to fail? Negative action points?
Give him an action punch.
-5 to his roll would make it 13. And she rolled 14. You're lucky she's a trained fighter. She swirls out of his grasp, like right before her back hits the side of the desk, and she like gets her feet up against it and pushes off and like kind of wheels through the air up and over him. So he still got a hold of her, but like she didn't get her spine cracked. Good job giving her this psychic boost, friends. She is still alive. And he has a second attack. He will kick back and try to sweep Alecto. Alecto, roll me a dodge.
We do. Let's see. 12 plus 12 is 24.
Yeah. You beat him by 1. So
Ooh.
yeah, this foot comes back and like claws are ripping through his shitty like prison shoes, and he almost tags you and then rakes, and it's almost like his foot goes 90 degrees sideways, like he's really limber for such a giant dude. But you manage to just step out of it before he brings you down. And that's it for him. Next up is Keziah and Dr. Danlo Grace. So I think you're faster, so you should go first.
Okay. Can she whip like the doctor and pull her away from this guy?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You're basically
Jeez.
just breaking his hold. That's easy.
Okay. Do you want me to
Whip that fool.
Do you want me to roll for it?
Yeah. Because he'll get a strength check.
That is I can do math 24.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
You wrap around his elbow and then yank, and it hyperextends and he has to let her go. And she lands on her feet right beside you. And her hair gets all up in her face, and she's like super fatigued. So you're amazed that she was able to do all that. And then she like looks up at you, and her hair's all in her face. She says, "He'll kill me, you know."
Yes, I noticed. That was quite obvious.
He won't stop. He's merciless. He's tried before.
I don't know why you keep stating such obvious things.
It's Gail's turn. Unless, Keziah, you want to leave the area or drag her away or something.
With ambidextrous, can she like shove a medi pack on her or something?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
do that.
Whoosh. You hit her with the magic gel. That's what we're calling it this week. Stim pack. Something like that.
The feel good goo.
Yeah.
It's the goo we call Dr. Feelgood.
Except no substitutes. Feel good goo.
All right. So, little consensus here. Do we think Gail would do another compel on this guy, or do we think she would attack?
I would like Gail to make a shadow check. This would be resist domination.
Okay, she does have a
Oh, that's a
rank in
water
that.
check, actually.
Yeah, she has
Resist
a rank in that.
domination. Okay, so +2 plus her water.
She has something on here. +2 tall water checks.
Okay, cool. So that'd be +2 plus 2 is +4. What's her water?
Water is a 9.
Okay, 13. Do you guys remember if Gail has the Chala card or if she gave it back to Abelard?
Don't remember.
No, I don't know.
That was the chunk of demon flesh that opened up the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Don't
think
remember
she
what
must
happened
still
to it.
have it because she needed it to come through the portal.
It would be a real Gale move to still have something, right? Like, it's all about
yeah.
the magic portal inventory,
Yep.
hammer space. Yeah.
Okay, add 4 because of this.
Okay. So it was 13 plus 6 is 19, so 23.
23. Gale feels compelled to execute Kip. Just feels like that we can't keep putting up with this shit, especially with like water pouring down from above. We don't have time for this.
Okay.
You don't have to do that, but that's what's like the overwhelming drive.
Does this feel particularly goaty?
It just feels right and good.
Alecto
And, like,
agrees.
Exactly what somebody thinking clearly in this situation would do.
Well, I was kind of thinking that Gail would think that way anyway because she's probably getting fed up. So she has elemental. That's her elemental strike, I think.
Yeah.
Now Kip is wet. Is there water on the floor here?
No. You're up high enough that and it's all glassed in here, so the water that's spraying down from above wouldn't be getting in here.
Okay.
Oh.
But he himself is wet.
Okay. Not that that really matters, but I was trying to
Yeah,
think.
I don't think it's enough wet to make him like die from electrocution or whatever.
Well, I was trying to think like in the Gale sense. So if she were going to choose something, she would choose like electricity over fire because he's wet. So she's going to hit him with
or ice.
Oh, no, yeah, ice would also be good. Yeah, let's go with that. She'll freeze him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it'll be like ice collecting up from the wetness on his feet. And it's just going to like crawl up his body.
Love it.
Okay, so it says +2 here. And that is a wind.
Elemental
Which is
strike?
13.
It could be, or it could be water because it's an ice power. But I think her wind is better.
Yeah, it's 13 wind. So that was good. That was an 8. So +13 is 21. Plus, that would be 6 if it's +2. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 27.
$27. Well, that beats his 16. So he has been iced. Yeah, he's encased in ice. What should we say the damage is on? Let's call it 3d6 +2 per die.
Nice to see you.
Whew. Dang it. Stay on the table. Okay. That was 1, 6, 7, 8. 11. And I can do math because I am smart. 17.
17. All
Yes.
right. And I'll say that goes right through his armor.
Yay.
Okay, Gale has frozen him. There's like this thick layer of ice around him. And it is now Crunch's turn.
Okay. Now when we say
I'm thinking
frozen,
Gale would say something like, "Take him out."
Crunch. Break him in half. I already did the hard part.
Don't screw this up.
All you have to do is step on him.
Narrator. Crunch screwed it up.
Hard cut to 20 minutes later. Oh, I really screwed that one up. What have I done? I forget what exact advanced mech weaponry I have available. I would just like to if there is like an instrument panel with a lot of knobs and switches, just push everything up to redline maximum damage zone and just unleash. Like if you're playing Mech Warrior 2 and you have to monitor your overheating, just forget that. Just set everything off at once and destroy his legs.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'm going to say this is an overcharge. And this will require an overcharge roll that could potentially deactivate the device.
Yeah.
From feedback or whatever, but it'll allow you to add 20 to your next damage roll.
Okay.
Don't explode, Crunch. Don't explode.
Don't try. So what kind of check is this?
This is an overcharge. It's light. Yeah, this will be a light check. If you have computers or mechanized weaponry.
Oh, I know computers. So I rolled an 8 and my light is 10. So 18. I don't think I believe you said I get +4 to mech rolls. So
Yes.
22. And then I will totally add an action point on top of this if it'll help. I just wanted.
Yeah, I'll say it adds 25 damage to the next attack. So now you can, I'll just say it charges back one of your legs and it's got a big scooper, to lock you into the dirt if you fall or you're hanging off the side of a building or whatever. So that extends and you're just going boom right into the base of his spine. So make an attack roll. I've already rolled his dodge.
Okay, so I've rolled an 8 plus a 10 for light. That's 18, and then I believe I get +4 on the mech roll. So I think it's 22.
22.
And then I forget, would spending an action point help that, or is it more of just re-rolling low numbers?
Yeah, it'll make it do more damage. So
okay.
If you spend an action point, it'll go up another chunk. So
yes, this is my maximum overcharge attack.
He got a 17. You got a 27. So you'll get +2 per die. So 4d6 +2 per die. In fact, I'm going to add 1 because he's currently frozen. And I feel
so one more d6
extra. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 18 damage total, and I did spend an action point for the more damage.
Okay. And did you roll any 6s?
No, 3 5s, or 2 5s, but unfortunately no 6s.
Gotcha. 18 plus the 25. So 43 minus 10 for the armor. He is pretty fucked up. He's near unconsciousness. Of course, he has mods that will let him stay awake after going to 0.
Sorry. Sorry, guy. That sounds like a bad move.
Yeah, there is some nasty crunching and snapping. The ice all over him just cracks and explodes all over. And you definitely broke a couple ribs at least. Yeah, it just looks nasty. And his body slams into the desk that he was trying to break her on.
Yeah, see how you like it.
His chin bounces off the top of the desk and he kind of wobbles. Do you want to stay there or move somewhere?
Would it be possible for me to drag Dr. Dano Grace like further away from this murder machine, man?
Yeah, you could pull her into the elevator or back out into onto the balcony, or as I like to call it, the kill
Are we
zone.
headed to the?
Yeah, you're headed to
That
the
sounds
elevator.
bad. Okay, I'll drag her to the elevator then. Just kind of
Okay.
like try to put us between.
Cool. I think
her
somebody
and-
had already hit the button, so it's open. So yeah, you pull her in, and it's now that the water goes from just sort of tinkling down to a vast deluge. Like it's like you almost can't see the building clearly beyond the water, and it just hits the corners and the decking like with a powerful blast, like enough to like rattle the rivets. So it must have come from up high and at very high pressure. And the water now is at 39, last you checked, and you're at 35. Depending on how much water is pouring down, you might want to get to a higher floor ASAP.
Yeah. Especially because PD is still somewhere out there.
I haven't done the exact math, but I think there might be a few more floors worth of water. I think I'm just going to roll an arcane roll here to see how many. Nice. Perfect. Okay, and the water is pouring in the open door from the inner part of the prison. So everyone except Crunch needs to roll a wind check to stay on their feet. And Kristy, you can roll for Gale.
Yeah.
Can I add my athletics to that?
Gale has a 19. And Keziah has a 15.
Yeah, that's fine. You
Um,
managed to stay on your feet.
okay, I was gonna ask if I could add my athletics, but I beat it without it. So
Yeah, no, you're good.
okay.
So yeah, everybody's like, "Whoa, that's a lot of water."
No.
So it's Ash's turn.
All right.
Alecto's turn.
Alecto will leap up out of the water and kick off the wall toward this dumb guy, and will charge up her fists with chi. The kind of attack that she's punched spaceships with, and will spend 9 mana points to attack him 3 times with her power-up punch. And I rolled a 10 on the first strike, so that's a 17 plus 4.
You got to beat a 20.
Oh yeah, easily. So the first strike hits. Second strike hits. And let's see, 8 plus 4 is 12 plus, yeah, the third one hits. So I hit with all 3. So let's see. I will do 5d6 damage with each strike. So the first strike does 20.
The ice thing is done because that all shattered.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's just 4.
Well, it's 3d6. My punches do 3d6 damage by themselves. And then
Gotcha.
I'm charging them with cheese to do an extra 2d6.
Cool.
So it's 5d6 total, and I rolled a 6. So the first strike does a 23 points of damage. The second strike does 33. Wait, hold on. I rolled another 6. 34.
Okay, stop right there. He's taken 2 wounds in 1 round. So I'm gonna need to roll 2 stun checks here. Okay, he's still conscious.
What a
And now the
jerk.
third.
All right. Third. I was taking my mana off. Woo, sixes. So many sixes. It's a total of 38 points of damage. And the idea is I'm punching down at him, so I'm punching him. With every punch, I punch him toward the floor.
Yeah, which is solid steel and a little bit of carpet. You said 38?
Mm-hmm. I rolled like 5 sixes. I hate this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has now taken 3 wounds. Missed his stun check by 1. He drops and stops moving, face in the water. He's completely out. Back snapped, like he might be paralyzed. He might be dying. Internal injuries. He might have a concussion from his head bouncing off the ground. Like, yeah. Kristy, all your sensors are like, oh, he's fucked.
Oh, I should mention Alecto's skin has turned like pitch, like the color of pitch. Like it's like she's so furious.
Amazing.
Just flecks of spit. Wow.
How far away is Keziah from where he is?
Oh, you're right there. 5-10 feet away.
Okay. And Crunch is over in the elevator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does Crunch have a line of sight?
Yeah, I think you're all
Yeah.
kind of in the same sort of general, like it goes elevator, part of the office, then the security door. It's all in a line.
Okay. Keziah will just kind of announce to the air, like, close your eyes. And she'll activate the welding torch.
God.
And she's just going to reach down and cut off Kip's head.
Keziah says, Hippocratic oath. No, thank you. Not today, Hippocrates.
It's euthanasia. She's putting him out of his misery.
Yeah, this is the most effective and not at all creepy way to do it. It's not that bad.
It cauterizes.
It does cauterize.
His feet jiggle a little bit, and yeah, there's this red just pouring through the water, and you have a head.
She's not
Or
gonna
are you just
keep
going to leave it there?
She's gonna leave
Alecto
it.
will punt it. Alecto will punt it over the balcony where the guns are. Just like drop kick it like a football.
Are you really going to do that?
Yeah.
It's kind of an awkward angle, but you get into position and
I'll bend it like Beckham.
yeah, down it goes. The water is still continuing to pour, so you all pile into the elevator and start going up. The next light is on floor 30, but as the elevator's going up, there's still water coming down. And you're a little worried about whoever's on 30 that you might not be able to get to them in time. What do you guys say as in your elevator ride?
Alecto is doing breathing exercises, trying to come back to. She's, really furious, and so she's trying to she's just standing there silently, just doing breathing exercises to try to calm down.
Good idea. Gail's like, that was really serious. You guys really took care of him.
It was efficient.
Yeah. Doctor, are you okay? And the doctor just like shakes her head. And if you didn't know better, you think she's crying. Like her body's, doing that like thing, but like you can't tell if they're tears or not because she's all wet.
Are you upset or are you convulsing?
He was my patient. I failed him.
Are you the one that put the netting in his brain?
No, that was not my experiment. And she looks like really, really disgusted with whoever did that experiment. And the elevator stops, and the water is still pouring. Door opens to the security room.
How many lights are on this level?
1.
Okay. Do we have to worry
And did you
about...
say that?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, so this is floor 30, and were there 1 or 2 other floors that have possible life signs on them?
2. There's a light on 30, 1 on 22, and 1 on 18.
We might want to split up. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea.
I mean, if they're all Kip Zovrel types, splitting up might be bad. But if the water keeps pouring, Gail's like, maybe we should let them all out at once, like with the computer, before anything shorts out.
I mean, that's probably a good idea. We've risked letting someone... Oh, I'm sorry, I should be in character. Let me bump her up a little bit. We do risk letting another dangerous, hulking war machine type fellow out, but I cannot stand the idea of the water rising and poor Petey being trapped in his cell. That'd be a terrible way to go. If there is a way for us to just like flag all the cell doors and release everyone, then we can clear the floor by floor and look for Petey and hopefully avoid anyone who's not Petey, because let me tell you, I don't want to have to murder anyone else today, if possible.
Ooh.
Keziah, you know how to do that.
Yeah. Are there any floors?
Murder people? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Are there any floors that have more than one light on?
No, just these 3 floors, 18, 22, and 30.
Okay, and they each have one light each, so if the doors are open, it's not like 2 people are going to stand out and do the Spider-Man thing, like pointing at each other. That's not going to happen.
No,
Okay.
unless there's somebody in a cell without a green light.
Fair.
Or somebody has that DID, like kind of split personality thing, but also a magic power that gives them illusory doubles. So in that case, they might.
Well, I think that would probably be a problem. No matter the circumstances.
Yeah, yeah. For them and their healthcare provider,
Yes.
who I guess is you now. So yeah, you could just run into the terminal and hook in, and you could even do it from here. You just jack in with your whip and open all three levels. So you hear the all the doors opening up, and you can see across this wall of water somebody coming out of their cell. They look pretty tall and thin, but you can't tell much more than that as long as the water is pouring.
Doctor, do you know anybody who's tall and thin?
She looks up at you like, what?
That person.
I can't tell who that is. Check the register.
Who's the register say it is?
This must be one of the recently admitted prisoners that's like off the register. You don't have any bio data on them.
Well, I would love to do that, but their recent record keeping is shoddy at best.
Can you get the camera in there? She's like leaning over your shoulder at this point. Or she runs over to the terminal and she pulls up the camera and she goes, that's Jeff from Kolar. He's a Zentradi sniper. He's suspected of working with Pam. He used to be an intelligence agent with your organization.
Used to be like I would want to help him out or push him over the edge.
Well, used to be in terms of he ran on a job and then was reportedly working with Pam. Now he could be doing some like, I don't know, op that you don't know, for your eyes only, for someone else's eyes only situation. Top secret. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
You might not have the clearance. It's worth finding out.
Gotcha.
Or you could keep going up another floor and see if Petey's up there.
Can we get cameras on the other floors here or no?
Yes, absolutely. And that person is like working their way around the wall of water to like get over to where you are.
Okay.
It's a Yafridi actress who disappeared about 6 months ago. Her name's Ely Taroon. She's 30. She got into some gambling debts. And the people she owes money to, they've put out a few like black market bounties worth about $4 million. That's all you know about her.
Okay.
And she's on floor 22.
Yeah, and on floor 18 is a guy about 60. He's Vorak. He's about 6'10", maybe. His leg has some sort of plastic cast on it. And also Ely had her arm was in a sling. But you don't know his name. He looks kind of, I don't know, sickly or like weak, like prison doesn't agree with him. But that's all you can tell from looking at him. He's not in your database.
Okay. And does she have anything to say about either of them?
She says, I saw him in the yard, the guy on 18. He's, you see that collar, and you see a collar on him now. It's pretty narrow.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, that disrupts the use of magic through, I don't know, frequency manipulation. I don't know exactly how it works, but I've used them before.
I feel like Gail's going to get pretty mad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gail gives her this like, what the fuck look?
Oh, you've used those before, have you?
I take it you haven't read my file.
We've been a little busy.
I participated in experiments during the war. I also contracted briefly with the Excelsior Initiative in their long-term virtual simulations department. I learned a great many things about low-energy stasis fields and how to control people when they might become dangerous if not controlled. Those devices are just part of a suite of technologies people in my field employ. This lady is clearly like unapologetically evil. Or at least violating all known laws.
I see you did a really great job with Kip.
She kind of smiles, maybe? A slight grin.
Oh.
She says, he was well maintained at the Excelsior Initiative since he was released last year. He declined. I tried to help him, but we were both captured and brought here. I will only tell you that psychology is not my area of expertise. I did what I could with the materials I had to hand.
Oh, shocker.
Seems like a real people person.
Mm-hmm. Gail's just gonna walk out of the room.
Okay, so this Jephram Kolar is like struggling through the water and finally gets to the security door and is banging on it.
Keziah will answer.
Okay. You see he's got like plastic glasses. They're black.
Mm-hmm.
They're like basic prison, El Cheapo glasses.
Mm-hmm.
But you assume maybe he's got vision troubles. Maybe he was in the middle of some sort of treatment. But anyway, you open the door and he stumbles in and he says, "What the hell is going on?"
The prison is falling apart. We're going up. Get in the elevator.
"Who are you?"
Somebody who's going to get you out of here.
"Good enough for me. Let's go."
And this is a Jephram, right?
Yes. So, would any of you know anything about Zentrite culture? I guess Gail would.
Yeah.
And Keziah.
Yeah.
You both notice by his neck tattoos and like along his knuckle bones, like knuckles, not the bones. He's got these tattoos that tell you he was a windrunner from this or that clan. And so maybe he was a terrorist who got like picked up and turned into a company asset. Probably something along those lines. It's a common tale. Yeah, so he's like, "We going up?"
Well, yes, down is into the water, so up is the only
"I'm a pretty good
option.
swimmer. If you got a respirator. They got any scuba gear in here?"
Is there scuba gear in here?
Surely there must be. I mean, if they flood the bottom levels, there's got to be something, right?
Well, this whole time it has seemed as though flooding was not purposeful.
Yeah, the odds are low. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. It seemed like more like a disaster movie situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are into the elevator again. You come up to the 22nd floor and you see this just bedraggled looking wet rat of a woman banging on the security door. And
You don't want to kill her, do you, Jephram?
"No, that's Ely Taroon. Don't you recognize her?
Nope.
I loved her
bring
in
her up.
Bring a Stick on the Train and Cold Nights in Calamaroon."
Ah, yes.
Ash, you're muted.
I love that movie. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
That guy in it that
Wow.
did the thing.
He runs over to the door and he's like trying to open it, but it's locked electronically or something. And he's like looking at you like, a little help.
Why do you need to get in there? We're going up.
Oh, he's trying to let her in.
Yeah, he's trying
Oh.
to help her. Yeah. Well, yeah,
Okay.
Alecto will go over and help
Yeah.
for sure.
You have to do it from the computer terminal.
Oh, well, never mind. The Alecto will stand there and do nothing.
Well, Keziah will
Okay.
let her in. I was
Cool. Keziah lets her in.
Can Alecto tell Crunch about this cool movie? Because he hasn't seen it.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about like how there was a big fight on top of the train as it was zooming through the thing, and yeah.
My. That's marvelous.
Okay, so she comes in and she tumbles into Jephram's arms and he drags her over to the chair, and the water seems to slow and then stop, and you're not in the middle of a flood, so you think you're okay? So you could either relax here or keep going up.
I guess I'd just like to ask, once again, like describe Petey and ask either of them if they've seen him, because it sounds like at this point he's not in here, or I'm just really hoping like we didn't somehow miss him.
They're like, Peter. I don't know a Peter. Ely's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I don't know a Peter. And you see she has a broken arm. And she seems really sickly.
Keziah will look her over.
Okay. Give me a medical scan. I don't know. It's medicine roll of some kind. Light.
25.
Cool. That's an epic success. Yeah. So I'll just give it to you. She has a broken arm. It was broken recently and poorly reset. And there's some kind of implant in her other arm. It's almost like kidney shaped or like balloon, sort of irregular, ovoid. And there's some kind of poison in her system that you don't recognize.
Okay. Keziah has cybernetics. Can she tell what the implant is?
Well, give me a roll. A light roll plus your +2 per rank in cybernetics.
That is a 22.
It looks like a jury-rigged bomb hastily put together and inserted through a previous injury, like, point. Like they cut open her arm and stuck it in there and stitched it back up, but not perfectly. It was done recently.
Who did this to you?
Did what?
You have no memory of your arm being broken and your other one being operated on?
Oh, the arms from when I was trying to resist. A couple of us were trying to escape a few weeks ago, and it didn't work out. Why? What's in this arm?
How are you feeling?
Pretty bad, actually. Her pupils are way dilated, and like her neck muscles are kind of involuntarily firing.
That is because you have something in your system making you sick.
What?
When is the last time you ate?
Okay, you hear something go boom up on a floor above you. It's not a big boom, just sort of a boom of some sort.
Aha. I apologize for this. She's going to try to take it out.
It's pretty deep in there. It's a pretty what's the word? Invasive surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to like lay her on a desk or prop up her head or whatever, rather than just going in on the chair.
Oh, well, whatever she has to do.
Okay. You might want to dose her before you do it.
Nah, no anesthetic, no nothing. Just
Now, you
Throw her
haven't told
down.
anyone else that you've detected a bomb in there, right?
no. But she is going to tell people to stand back and give her air.
I think Gail's going to do a light magical scan just to be sure. Can you give us a light check?
Sure. So she has, for the light check, a 19. But she's also got detect magic as a skill.
Yes. That's one of her perception skills.
So
So that'd be +2.
21.
21. She says, wait. I think the sedative is reacting with the poison.
Can you fix it?
Oh, we should study the poison. Maybe draw some blood.
Okay. She will.
Okay. Draw some blood. Gail opens up her dimensional inventory, brings out the microscope, and you hear some noises up a few floors up. You can't quite tell what they are. But the guy on floor 18 is not in his cell anymore.
Hmm.
And he was the one with some kind of he had some kind of medical problem from the looks of it.
Yeah, he had a cast on his leg.
Okay.
So Keziah has the thinky Bluetoothy thing
Yes.
with Gail. So she's just going to think to Gail that she needs to perform surgery to get this thing out of the lady's arm. She's not
What
going
is
to.
the thing?
Well, she's going to explain it. It's like a little bomb in the arm, and like she's going to explain the situation, but minus
should
all of the stuff
probably
about the guy upstairs.
You should probably check this guy for one.
That is a good idea. But this woman is actively dying.
Hey, Jeffrem. He looks over, and you notice that he has either a cyber eye or like a sort of digital augmentation. Like sometimes people get like artificial corneas if they don't want the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, what's going on with her? And Gail says, do you have any special tech that could let you investigate what's inside this woman's arm? And he's like, I've got a few things. If she's got a neural interface. And he reaches around the back of her neck and he's like, yeah. And he goes over to a wall, starts rummaging through cables and stuff, trying to find something that will work. But yeah, so you're going to try to get the bomb out?
Ideally, yes. I don't want
Okay.
it to explode.
Best case scenario, we get the bomb out. That's fingers crossed.
But
Okay.
currently, the more pressing thing is, Gail's looking at the blood and seeing what she can do, because apparently Keziah made her sicker.
She says, "Can you give me 15 different poison antidote solutions for, like, I don't know, a broad range of different toxins?"
Sure.
And she rattles them off. She's smart enough. She knows this. And so you synthesize these, and she tests each one with the blood cell. And she's like, "Oh, geez. Some of these are getting a really bad reaction. The poison is multiplying almost like nanobots. I don't think we should give her any more drugs. There's no way of knowing, unless we test each one to the blood cell, what kind of reaction she'll have." Kolar comes back with a cable, and he sticks it in the back of his spine and sticks it in the back of hers, and he starts studying. His eyes roll back in his head. The guy upstairs has found a gun.
I like these little guy upstairs updates we're getting.
It sounds like the opening line to like a detective novel or something.
Yeah,
The
right?
man upstairs has found a gun. Keziah's going to think to Gale. I realize it's a little late now, but if these are nanobots, we've quite possibly just doomed our other friend here.
They're not nanobots. It's just a chemical I haven't seen before.
Ah,
It might be genetically engineered. I think he'll be okay. I don't see a electronic interface. She I don't know. She does something, moves the blood into some sort of little circuit, and she says, "Test this in your system. Firewall a portion of your drive and see if this affects it at all."
okay.
Okay, so you do a little test and ready to, like, I don't know, burn out those circuits. I don't know, however that works. And no effect. Nothing happens. It's fine. He pulls out the cable and he says, "That bomb is full of tracker cells. If it goes off, it could send microscopic sensor darts into all of us, and we wouldn't know. We got to get rid of her. Can we leave her here?"
Did you happen to see any kind of trigger?
Yeah, it's some kind of thanatic response. I think if she dies,
If she does?
either that or a big, massive shock to her system. One of the two. That's probably why they poisoned her.
Possibly.
Fuck, man. I like this lady, but I'm not going to stand around and get blowed up. And he goes over to the elevator. The guy upstairs hits the button for the elevator. Who wins in that situation? Does the elevator go up or stay on this floor?
Wherever the elevator door opens first. So if the elevator door is open on your floor, it will stay on your floor as long as the door's open.
Okay, so it opens up and guy gets in. And all of a sudden your comms are active again. it's scratchy, but Raya is screaming for you guys. She's like, guys, I think you got to get out of there. They started bombarding us. I'm driving around here, and you hear like the car shaking, and she's like, oh shit, I'm gonna get hit if I hang around here much longer. And also all your I don't know, Farnet connections, like news feeds and emails and stuff, start pouring in. So you can look at those if you want.
How does the door into this room close? Like,
It's
is
just
it
you push a button and
yeah, but is it like a
closes and locks.
sliding door close? Is it like a
No,
pull
it's
door
it's
close?
a pull door, yeah.
Okay.
I think it would also auto close if it's not damaged, so it's probably closed now.
Keziah is going to pull Alecto over into the corner.
You need to rip her arm off?
Sort of, yes. I have a very terrible question for you. If we want to save this woman, her arm can't be where we are.
Okay.
Do you think it would be possible for you to slam a door hard enough to cut off her arm?
Maybe, but you couldn't just use your welding torch?
My thought is, if I cut off the arm, that will cause the bomb to explode.
Oh, so you need the arm to be on the other side.
Yes.
Oh. Well, you would know better than I could. I mean, I could definitely close the door pretty hard, but
Yeah, you'd have to pull it, right? Is it, or no, it opens in. So yeah, you just have to push it real hard.
Mm-hmm.
She's already mostly unconscious, so
I'd also have to be careful not to break the door, because then it would just,
Is it a steel door?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
This is so fucked up. You could like cut the flesh around her bone so it gets a better angle on it. This is all bad.
It's all
This whole
bad.
thing is bad.
Yeah, I think it might be better.
Is this what we're like without AJ? Are we monsters?
This is the situation Jeff put us in. It's like,
It's
do we
true.
leave her here to die? Do we try to save her?
No.
Gail says, "Oh, I have an idea."
It's a regular jigsaw situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Gail's like, "We could put her arm just outside the door and close it as best you can, and then I could summon a wolf to eat it off."
Whoa, hold it.
No. Wait.
Can't we just like stick her arm in the weird bag and then it's like in there with all the stuff?
That my dimensional inventory?
Yes.
No.
I considered that, but then we still have the same issue later.
Yeah, there'd be little trackers flying around.
Do we have that? Is there a doorway to a demon dimension? Doesn't someone have something like that? Am I remembering right?
Does Magic Golem on like arms? Because we got an arm for him.
That's true.
It sounds
Does-
like the best idea we have is the door crunching, unless you want to let a wolf chew off the arm.
Well, let's, because it's almost 11:30, so let's have the cliffhanger here where we're about to put her arm through the door and Gail feels Magic Goat Man speaking to her, and he is talking about the blood. How's that? Does that work for a cliffhanger?
Sure.
What does Magic Goatman have to say about the blood? Tune in next week.
He likes the wolf idea.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Oh, shit. That was fun.
This poor woman.
Oh, I was telling Crunch, while you're doing that, Crunch gets a news story about how Gilliam the Fate Driven was given a speech on Stoneflower Island for a Remembrance Day celebration. It's the last day of the festival. And this huge attack. Bunch of people are dead and maimed. And lots of damage to the station. And nobody knows where Gilliam or the Emperor are. The Emperor disappeared. Oh, and the Prime Minister, who was with Gilliam at the time.
It's a good thing we're off on this wild goose chase instead of being able to help anybody. That feels good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jayme. I know you had your heart set on saving Petey.
Now watch, like Darth Petey's been behind it this whole time, pulling all the strings.
All right.
My favorite of the Sith Lords.
Yeah.
Likes. Who had some likes?
I feel bad saying this, but I liked Alecto using Kip's head as a football.
Yes.
And also Crunch going like full Doom.
Oh, with the mega kick.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, like the auto
Maxing
cannon, like
Yeah. Cracking that guy in half.
Just full boomer shooter. Let's go.
Mhm.
For me, it was Keziah cutting off a guy's head.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say my like is Keziah executing someone before our very eyes. That's memorable.
I mean, Alecto was just
Also,
going to hold him underwater.
This is
She told you to close your eyes.
I don't normally like suggest episode titles, but given that Keziah was talking about Hippocratic oaths right before using your torch to sever someone's head, I was thinking Hippocratic roast.
Love it.
The one where everyone turned evil.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and I really liked this the beginnings of a hopefully upcoming conversation where Alecto tells Crunch all about the movie because he's into hearing about this cool train scene.
Ironically, she loses an arm on the train. It's wild. Who'd have thunk?
Oh my goodness.
Life imitating art.
I think Alecto should become Crunch's go-to, like, entertainment world person. So,
Yeah.
because Alecto's always listening to music, right? So Crunch suddenly is like, Alecto knows all of the cool hip things now.
Yeah. All of those trends I missed.
And Alecto's been in a monastery like most of her life. Most
Right.
everything she knows is dumb. It's whatever dumb thing she finds on the internet this week.
That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jayme, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say also I liked the whole like boss fight with Kip hulking out and just going full murder man. That was shocking. And I think it helped us all decide then and there, we need to kill this guy. So that was good.
Now, do we think that AJ would have, I don't know, trusted the better angels of her nature and not killed him?
I feel like there's been enough frustration with like between Gale and Kip that like it's been building, so that extra little like push I think probably would have been enough.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wishes. Who's got some wishes for next time?
Well, I feel like I shouldn't make any because my last wish was for a redemptive death for Kip, and we all see how that went. So
That's a good point. He was going to do that. He had that planned if he could survive that little fight.
Don't tell us that like he was going to turn it around if we hadn't chopped off his head, Jeff.
Yeah, once he kills Dr. Danlo Grace, then he becomes good. He just had to tie up that loose end, you know?
He was going to go home and feed his puppy, who's very hungry now. No, he was going to murder that lady before our eyes.
The lady we didn't know was evil at the time. And now we're like, well, maybe he could have murdered her. Because now we're going to have to. It's like the circle of life.
It's funny that none of you asked her to help with this woman and her bomb and all that. Like, this is her specialty.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I mean, who would trust her at this point, I guess?
yeah, I guess not. It's nice she didn't, like, volunteer anything either. Like, oh, yeah, I designed that bomb, interestingly enough. We should get rid of it before it kills us all.
That was one of my most proud inhumane experiments.
I killed 74 orphans with that before I finally perfected it.
Should we move Find Petey alive, not all Dark Phoenix, all the limbs and teeth in the right places?
Yeah, move that into the next week's column, for
I
sure.
consistently want to find Petey. I'm not going to stop wanting to find Petey.
And I gotta say, last week's wish was Alecto should punch Kip's face inside out.
Oh, yeah. I tried.
Not quite, but close.
We forgot to save the face.
Maybe the kick was right on the face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that final
yes.
punch that punched him right into the floor.
Yeah.
And then she had to remove it like a dishwashing glove.
Oh.
Wow. All right. Ash, how do people find you on the internet?
You can't.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe
Jayme.
one day.
Jayme.
I'm at WeirdDishwashingGloves.com. Check it out. No, don't. It's probably weird. Don't never go to a random.com.
No.
Now we're gonna have to register that.
I hear Jeff typing. He's checking that.
Don't do it, Jeff. No.
Don't do it.
I just wrote it as a possible show title.
I'm on YouTube as Brandoff, the off-brand Gandalf. That's it.
Right on. And Kristy.
I have some short stories up for free on a website called Vocal, but they're under my full name, which is real long. So look for a link to that in the show notes, or check me out. Or no, don't check me out. Why did I say that? That's weird. Check out.
Hey, check me out.
Check out.
I'm looking fly.
My pinned post on Bluesky. I'm Kmitko there, Kmitko. And you can find me there. I'm just being weird now. I'm going to shut up. Bye.
All right. I'm at El Jefe Tacoma on all your platforms. And I also do Omniversal Escapades every other Sunday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. And that's archived over at youtube.com/Omniversal Escapades. And And also the great and secret knowledge. We've started covering Star Trek: The Next Generation. And I have someone coming tomorrow night to talk about the most recent Doctor Who episode. I'm so fucking pumped to finally be able to cover Doctor Who. It's exciting. The great and secret knowledge. Check it out.
Nice.
And I guess that's it. The guy upstairs gets into the elevator. That's it.
That's not nearly as fun as the
No.
man upstairs has a gun. You
Yes.
should have stuck
Yeah.
with that one.
Well, he still has it, probably. Keep it rolling. Shout out to Space Knife for letting us use their track, I'm Taking Off, Shield Your Eyes, from their Into the Black Hole EP. Thanks, Space Knife. Keep it rolling.
I'm taking off.
My favorite piece of Star Trek The Next Generation trivia is there's a man wearing a skirt in the first.
I have a picture of
episode.
him. I just took a screenshot. So funny.
You know,
Wait,
guys,
what is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
He looks kind of like John Cho. He's like got this reaction, like he's all startled. I should find it and put it up in the chat. I think it's on the other computer though. I'll bring it next time.
I'm doing a Google image search for weird dishwashing gloves, and it's surprisingly disappointing. I'm like
Aw.
furious how disappointing and bland it is. These are not weird dishwashing gloves. I demand a refund.
It sounds like a hole in the market. Could
It
this be our
does.
first? Could this be our first merch item?
You know what?
I think so.
I want dishwashing
wouldn't
gloves
want
with googly
us-
eyes. Oh, sorry. I
With
think
googly eyes?
I think you lagged, Jayme. I'm sorry.
I think I just like to. No, it's okay. You want washing gloves with googly eyes. That's way better than I was going to say.
What were you?
Now,
gonna
do you mean
say?
like on the fingers, like in Beetlejuice?
Yes. I don't know who's lagging now. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's okay.
What if it had like 100, like a Cthulhu glove? That's weird, right?
That would be good too.
The Resident Evil style glove, just all eyeballs.
Or tentacles like all over the place. Like a koosh ball. Do you remember koosh balls?
Yep.
So
It's kind of
just
like your
Yes.
own sponge situation for washing dishes.
Yeah.
Like silicone, maybe?
Hmm.
Listener, chime in at shatteredworldspod@gmail.com. Help us come up with how weird these dishwashing gloves will be.
.com.
We did it.
We did something.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I feel good about tonight, everybody. I think we did it.
A lot of murder. Got a potential.
God, you killed the guy. It's been a while.
Yeah. Got a potential jigsaw situation going on.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to get rusty. You got to kill a guy regularly. Otherwise,
I mean, most of the time you like kick him into a fire or you like shoot him a few times and then you leave. I think this is the first time we've seen one definitively dead at your hands.
Brutally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Gory.
it was something. Yeah.
Unless
guy-
It could have been gorier, but she used like a precision medical tool. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he's like a crab situation where like he grows back like a little body underneath his head. And then he's just like a giant head with a little body for a long time. But he is
don't
in the
threaten me
water.
with a good time.
Okay, I have a new wish. Can we have like a thing situation now with his head come scuttling back up into the elevator,
With
attacking
crab
us with
legs.
his weird little crab legs. Yeah, there we go. That'll be like the boss fight as the elevator lifts up out of the place, like the final Contra boss fight. Yeah.
It's been crawling up the elevator shaft this whole time.
Ash, we have a very important question for you.
Okay.
If you hate us, does that mean that we get chocolate as well?
Yes.
Hate you guys so much. You're the worst.
Yay!
Speaking of chocolate, I delivered 40 pounds worth to a house today.
Wow. Like a Costco-sized tub of chocolate.
Yeah, it was like this big brick. Oh, you can't see my hands. Hold on. It was like a big brick like this. Like maybe like this.
Yeah. 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Or what they're going to use it for.
He said he makes truffles.
Okay. I was thinking like a chocolate fountain situation, but
Ooh, that'd be fun.
truffles are also
They're not
fun.
chocolate fountain fun, though. That's a little bit more fun.
What if you had little truffles on sticks and a chocolate fountain?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is a double chocolate situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to be thinking about for the rest of the podcast.
And then like a bowl with like chocolate sprinkles. So it's a triple chocolate situation.
Oh my God. You could have chocolate and chocolate-like products all at different temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And like you move your little cake pop or whatever from one station to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Be a lot of work in terms of setup, but like the result would be pretty exciting.
If you're the kind of person that has a chocolate fountain, I would think that the rest of this would just come naturally, you know. I mean, it's a chocolate fountain situation. You have to have the rest of the little stations. And it would end with a chocolate ice cream station, complete with a chocolate ice cream scooper person.
Okay, what if there was like like a water slide but for fondue? So you'd put like your little cheese or something and then it goes on like this little adventure and then it lands at the bottom and you fish it out.
I thought you were.
Oh no, not you. No.
Oh,
I know.
I was thinking the same thing.
yes.
Molten cheese.
I was like, that's way
no.
too
So in this
hot.
scenario, you are the cruel god sending the cheese on a
my
painful
bits.
excursion.
Lazy river of cheese.
I like that. I can get on board with that.
Ash dropped a state reference in the chat, and I was so excited that I recognized one of Ash's references that I had to immediately respond with, "Aw, yeah."
$240 worth of pudding.
So I wanted to share something kind of neat. that
Please,
happened
yes.
today.
Yeah.
So I noticed there was a new video about my game Relay Watch in like a super like not weird like I look for videos about my game or anything kind of way. Just, you know, look.
You should.
It is a review in Italian because it's an Italian guy reviewing the game in Italian.
Sweet.
And
Nice.
yeah, I was stoked. Like the game is not available in Italian. It's either in English or Spanish. I don't know which edition he had, but it was just so cool. And I'm like turning on like the Google Auto Translate. Like, did he like it? What did he think?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I liked it. Oh, it's just neat. I never thought I'd see like a review out of Italy.
Did
That's
he like
amazing.
it?
That's so cool. Manja.
I think he's more of like a crunchy rules kind of a fellow.
Hmm.
And that's all right. I mean, everyone's got their own preferences, but he was like super into like the random tables and the setting and everything. So he was saying a lot of nice stuff about that. And then at the end of it, there were 3 stars on the screen, but no way for me to tell like out of what.
Oh
So I'm
no.
hoping it's out of 5.
It's out of 20. I'm so sorry. Rough.
He like click translate. He's like, and of course I review games 1 out of 100, and it gets a 3.
Oh boy.
What if it was a 3
That
of
was neat.
3? Or a 3 of 2?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa. Extra credit.
Mhm.
The first 3 out of 2 game on his channel. That's what I'm going to tell myself going forward.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever done it. It's unprecedented. Paolo only ever gives 2 stars.
Hmm.
Or 0. Can you give 0 stars?
You
Yeah.
can in your heart.
But like Amazon or whatever won't let you, probably.
No, it's because they're bastards.
Yeah, they don't respect authentic criticism. You know, sometimes you need to give it a 0.2 or whatever.
I give Amazon 0 stars.
Wait, you're saying that's Animal. I was thinking it's Oscar the Grouch.
No, it's
it's
animal for
Animal.
sure. It got the whiskers.
He's got the side business. Okay.
Ever dream this man?
Yeah.
I got sick of sitting in a blank white void, so I'm like, I'm gonna put some Muppets up, you know, like fancy.
Yeah. Yeah. You could draw a Muppet mural.
Do not tempt me.
I just got lotion all over my hands. So give me a second. Touch my computer. Slimy computer.
That's hot. Dr. Danlo Grace rolled another 1.
Well,
That's why she's in prison. She's got the worst luck.
Crunch is holding her, though. Keziah is going to think to Gale, the man upstairs has exploded. This woman is also going to explode
What makes you say that?
because she has a bomb in her arm.
She has a what?
A bomb in her arm.
Can you get the camera on that floor 18?
Do we want to?
Jeffrem's like, do I have a bomb in me?
Okay, no. None of that was set up. So
Oh, that's right.
'Cause
Yeah,
I-
let's go back. Let's go back. That's right. That was based on faulty information.
backing up.
Did you guys check my name change for this week?
Oh,
Yeah.
I do declare.
I thought I had something to do specifically with Claire, though. That was-
Oh, that would be funny if I had that foresight comedically.